While it was a huge weekend for Hollywood, actually the fourth highest grossing weekend of all time, although, let's be fair, part of that is because ticket prices are more expensive than they've ever been, but they sold a lot of tickets nonetheless, mostly to Barbie and Oppenheimer. We saw this coming. Everyone was talking about Barbieheimer, right? Which one are you going to watch? You couldn't go anywhere without seeing hype about those movies, especially Barbie. I mean, every network, every cable station, every website, everywhere you went, local television, local radio, it was Barbie hype. Of course, it was going to be the number one movie. And yeah, Oppenheimer's pretty cool too. Christopher Nolan, great historical drama, great cast. People were hyped about that, and that came in second place. Here's the real story, though. Here's the real thing that made my eyes bug out. The number 3 movie in the land last weekend was Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom, the little movie that could. They didn't have the marketing push that Barbie or Oppenheimer had, nor Mission Impossible or Indiana Jones, 2 movies that it beat this weekend. And the funny thing about Sound of Freedom is that it's had the opposite kind of marketing push that Barbie's had. I mean, everywhere you go, everyone in the media says, you gotta see Barbie. And in a weird way with Sound of Freedom, everywhere you went, everyone in the media said, you better not go see Sound of Freedom. Some of the press and a lot of the reviews, they've actually told you that you shouldn't see this movie, trying to shame you for even wanting to go see this movie. Just look how Rolling Stone referred to this movie, or Bloomberg for that matter. I mean, they're actually getting negative marketing, trying to repel people from buying a ticket. But people really did buy tickets, $124 million so far. You know, right now, Indiana Jones, which has been released a week longer than Sound of Freedom, it's only sitting at about $160 million. And I assure you, their production budget and their marketing budget was way bigger. But here's the thing about this movie. I'm sure you know by now, it's about a federal agent who quit his job to go and try to find children who had been kidnapped and put into the horrific sex trafficking network around the world. And he went and saved these children. And for some reason, people in the media don't like that message. For some reason, people in the media say that if you are interested in that storyline and you want to see these children rescued, that you're in some way on the wrong side of American politics. That's a weird message to send, isn't it? President Trump screened the movie down at Mar-a-Lago, and sitting right next to him was the star of the movie, Jim Caviezel. You remember him. He played Jesus in Passion of the Christ. He wears his faith on his sleeve, a really devout Christian actor. His heart was all over this movie. His promotion for it has been intense. His passion for this project, if I can use that phrase, is really one of the reasons why so many people are drawn to it. So if you haven't seen Sound of Freedom yet, you might want to go buy a ticket, because it's the movie that everyone in Hollywood and everyone in the media doesn't want you to see. In a weird way, it's sort of a political statement just going to see this film because you're going to tick off all the right people. Think of it as not buying a Bud Light.